Yeah, I hope you people can able to hear me properly. Can anyone confirm? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. You can put yourself on mute.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So I have shared my screen. I hope everyone can able to see the screen. Yeah. So as we discussed in the yesterday's session about overall introduction, so today we will start with the basic topics, the initial topics, and then we will take it further. So yeah, whatever we have discussed yesterday, those things maybe I'll just give you like a brief introduction on those, like with respect to the different modules which are available within the Dynamics CRM, and yeah, what is the like initial thing we have to start off. And those things we can just start discussing on those parts, and then we'll slowly start the actual topics. Yeah? So first of all, I'll start with how the Microsoft, as we all know, like this is the product suite under the Microsoft. Okay, so this is the product which is built by Microsoft. Okay, under this we have the Microsoft business applications. We'll call it as this Microsoft Dynamics customer engagement and the finance and operations. All those things we call it as Microsoft business applications. Okay, so we have majorly it has divided into two parts. One is about Microsoft Dynamics customer engagement, that we call it as CRM, and the next part is finance and operations. That earlier it used to call it as EAX, so now it is calling it as finance and operations. The topics which we will cover is under Microsoft Dynamics customer engagement module. Okay, so this is the thing, and under this Microsoft Dynamics suite, just like an SAP, even in Microsoft Dynamics as well, there are different modules available. Okay, if we take an SAP, we have like sales and distribution. There are different modules, right? Production planning, plant maintenance, like that within the SAP. SAP ERP suite, there are different modules. Same way, within the Microsoft Dynamics as well, there are different modules available. Okay? Let's suppose these are the major modules: Microsoft Dynamics customer engagement and finance and operations, and we'll call it as one more module is business central. Okay. Earlier it used to call it as Navision. Now it is called it as a business central. Yeah, these are all the kind of major modules under the Microsoft Dynamics suite. So yes, we are from kind of Microsoft Dynamics customer engagement CRM module, which we are talking about now as part of this course, which we are covering. Like under this Microsoft Dynamics CRM, there are again the sub modules are available. Like marketing is the one module, and the sales and customer service, field service, project service automation. These are the major modules under customer engagement. Okay. This is about with respect to the functionally. These are the different modules available under the customer engagement. I'll give you some background about what is this customer engagement and earlier why it is calling it as CRM. Okay, so if you see it as the current version is like Dynamics 365. Okay, now Microsoft has stopped calling it as CRM anymore. Okay, now they are calling it the entire suite, as I said, Dynamics customer engagement, finance and operations, business central, all these things. The Microsoft was calling it as a Microsoft Dynamics 365, just like Office 365. Microsoft is calling these ERP modules like customer relationship management, finance and operations, business central, all these things, they are calling it as one suite that is called Microsoft Dynamics 365. Under this Microsoft Dynamics 365, these are the different sub modules: customer engagement, finance and operations, and business central. So within this Microsoft Dynamics, these are the different sub modules. So under this Microsoft Dynamics 365, we have the, as I said, there are different ways the application can be maintained. That is on-premise environment and cloud and the internet-facing environment. We call it as IFD, internet-facing deployment. Yeah, as we see nowadays, the Microsoft is suggesting to use the cloud until unless few people having some security constraints, or they have any regional specific things like which they have to maintain their data in their local data centers, or they have to maintain their data within their enterprise premises only. So those scenarios, definitely there are some organizations still prefer the on-premise environment, but nowadays most of the customers are preferring the cloud environments only, because it is having the much compatibility with all the cloud related environments. Let's suppose it can be easily integrated with Microsoft Azure. If you know, we all of us know that Microsoft's cloud is Azure cloud is there. So there are many services which are offering by Microsoft using the Microsoft Azure. Okay, so it can be easily integrated with Microsoft Azure if you put it on the cloud. And at the same time, it can be integrated with other Power Platform. Nowadays, Microsoft is introduced Power Platform, yeah, and even it can be easily integrated with Power Platform as well if you go with the cloud. And there is a power within the Power Platform itself. I'm just giving you the high level introduction what this Power Platform is about. It's about it contains Power Apps. Okay, it's like it kind of the mobile applications which can be built on top of this Microsoft Dynamics platform using the Power Apps. Okay, this we call it as a low code, no code platform. this Power Apps, we'll call it as no code platform. It's like the novice users, like those who do not have any programming knowledge, also can build the apps using the Power Apps. Okay, this is called as a low code no code platform. And next is Power BI. This is a business intelligence, that is analytics platform from the Microsoft. If we go with the cloud again, it can be easily integrated with the analytics platform as well. That is the Power BI. And as I said yesterday, like there is an integration, inbuilt connectors are available within the Power platform itself, that we call it as Power Automate. Let's suppose if we have to integrate Microsoft Dynamics CRM with any other application, let's suppose SAP. Okay, there is some we no need to build some custom connectors with other applications. Okay, Microsoft itself have some hundreds of inbuilt connectors, so that we can easily integrate that. Any of the cloud applications we can integrate. Okay, using this Power Automate. Let's suppose if we take there are some Twitter feeds from particular person. Okay, so those feeds can be fetched and populate in CRM. Okay, so it's like it can be the Twitter can be integrated with Microsoft Dynamics CRM. There are hundreds of inbuilt connectors within this Power Automate, so that by using that Power Automate, the different applications can be integrated. And next is Power Virtual Agent. A Power Virtual Agent. This is a kind of chatbot. We know nowadays when we are interacting with any of the customer service using the chat platform, instead of the customer service agent responding, okay, the automated bots will be responded automatically for the basic queries. So if still those queries are not resolved, so in that case only the actual agent will connect and help us. But for the basic queries, let's suppose if you are connecting with any of the bank related platform for kind of basic questions, where we have, let's suppose if any of our transaction got failed, what to do? And if any other things, let's suppose if we have to open a new bank account, like what is the steps we have to follow? Those kind of the basic questions, all these things will be answered by the bot itself. Like they have some artificial intelligence behind that what Power Virtual Agent, that is they will have a inbuilt chatbots which works using this they will teach that bots using machine learning and artificial intelligence, and these bots will be automatically respond to the user queries instead of the actual persons responding. The bots will try to clarify their queries. Okay, this is using this Power Virtual Agent. We can build that bot framework as well here. Yeah, so yeah, that is the benefits of the cloud. It can be easily integrated with Azure Power Platform, and what else? Yeah, it can be easily integrated with any of the platforms within the cloud environment. Even from the on-premise environments also, it can be integrated with other applications, but we have to follow some custom implementations, and at the same time there are some firewalls and security constraints will be there, right? Like all our applications won't be accessible from the internet environment. And for that reason, it is like first there will be a lot of restrictions. All those things will be there. These on-premise environments are more kind of more will be residing in the most secure environments. So yeah, with coming to the like kind of deployments can be done like on this the different ways it can be deployed on-premise, cloud, and IFD. So on-premise means it's like all the servers and the related applications, everything will be hosted in the local servers, like that servers has to be maintained by the respective organizations, uh, and even the server maintenance and patching activities, like whatever it is, the software upgrades and the security things, all those things should be taken care by the respective organization. That requires a lot of people to be taken care for all those activities. But if we take the cloud environment, all the cloud will be, it's like kind of SaaS-based application. We call it as a software as a service. Like we'll access using the URL, like the other all the network related things or the maintenance activities. All those things will be taken care by the Microsoft itself. We have to pay the license. Per user license. So there is a different licensing mechanism will be there for the cloud applications. So based on that, they need to go with the licensing, and then they need to utilize that services. So that is about the cloud environment. And for some reasons, it is like users still they want to maintain all the servers, everything within their customer environment itself. But those applications they want to be accessed from using the internet. Let's suppose there are some scenarios where the end users will be there in the fields. Okay, they won't be sit in office, but they want to access the application, okay, from outside of their office as well. Okay, in that case, they won't be there within their network. They will be there and outside of that particular enterprise network. So for that reasons, they need to follow the IFD deployment. That is like internet-facing deployment. So still the on-premise applications can be accessed from outside of the environment as well. So this is the IFD deployment. Yeah, this is about high-level modules, functional modules, and the deployment models within the Microsoft Dynamics customer engagement. And with respect to the releases about the cloud environments, every year they are releasing two versions. Okay, wave 1 and wave 2. Okay, two releases they will do Microsoft. The major releases with respect to the cloud, the new features or the existing, if there are any issues in the existing processes or something, those defects will get fixed and all those things will be taken care in the next release. So that's how they will release into the two waves within every year. So like at that time they will mention all the release notes and all, like what are all the new features which they are going to put it in that particular release. And yeah, so accordingly we need to plan that environments accordingly. Like let's suppose there are some in some release they may stop supporting the older way of scripting or older way of coding. Okay, and they may start releasing the new scripting mechanism. So they will inform us well in advance, so that they, as a developers, we should be able to like prepare our environments to support the next version. So within that cloud environment, there will be some sandbox environments will be there. So it is like, as we all know, like there is a life cycle will be there, right? Application life cycle will be there during the development cycle. Application life cycle means first we'll start with development, and then it will go to testing, and then finally once it got testing is completed, the business users will be tested, like business we'll call it as user acceptance testing, business user acceptance testing, and then finally it will go to live environment where the actual end users will start using that. Okay, so for this we need different environments, right? The live environment will be, we can deploy our things only after complete development and testing are completed. Okay, so but during the development time also we need some environments to do our development, right? So for that Microsoft will provide some sandboxes that we call it as sandboxes. This is basically for the development purpose. Okay, so during our development the developers will work on these sandbox environments. So once all the development is completed, there are some test environments will be there, so that all the components which are developed during the development phase will get deployed into the testing environment. So testing environment. Finally, there is one more. The business people will test once the internal testing teams are tested. Finally, it will be tested by the business people before going live, and so this is how the different development, different environments will be available. These for the cloud environments, even Microsoft only will provide different environments for us to maintain our testing and development things. So yeah, are you guys following, or you want me to go slow, or you want to start with some more other basic concepts, or how it is?
Following.
So you guys are following, right? Yeah. Thank you. So okay, then I'll just explain how the any project life cycle will go, and then within the Microsoft Dynamics CRM, how we will use this Microsoft Dynamics platform to implement that. Okay, so most of you might have already aware because you're already working in some other technologies, so must be aware of all these things. But yeah, I'm telling you in terms of dynamic CRM perspective. It's like more or less it will be quite common, but only things like there are some things which are specific to CRM that we have to follow during the application lifecycle management time. So for any project, it is like first we'll receive the requirements from the customer, right? Requirements will be there. So for that requirements, it's like we'll analyze all the requirements, and finally we'll come up with some kind of design. Okay? Based on that requirement, we'll come up with the design and solution. Yeah, of course, this not everything will be done by one people. There are a different set of people will be there within the team, right? So the design and the solutioning things will be majorly done by the architects and kind of maybe the senior people. And once the design and solution things are completed, and once it is split into smaller development components, it will be assigned to the developers. So yeah. So during the design and analysis, design and solutioning time, let's suppose if we consider a completely kind of a new application, okay, this is not a kind of enhancing the existing application or not new features or something which we are adding. Let's suppose if we consider for some X organization, we need to build some altogether a new application. They do not have the CRM for them. We need to build altogether a new application. Let's suppose if we take the marketing module, okay, we have to build a altogether new application. So for that we need like for storing the data, it will still the Microsoft Dynamics also follows the RDBMS only. Means backend all the data will be stored in a kind of tabular format. Okay, RDBMS, we know that relationship database management system. That means it will store in a tabular format. It contains a list of columns with the different data types, and then the data will be stored in the respective columns and the tables. And the as it is a kind of the product Microsoft business application. This is so it contains the predefined tables. Okay, predefined tables. If we take any custom application which is built on either .NET or Java, generally what will happen is like we will build everything, even database also we will start designing from the scratch, right? We will take a fresh database. Let's suppose if we take a SQL server, we will take a fresh database. In that we start creating the schema. Let's suppose if we take any of the thing. Okay, if we take for any bank, if we are building the application, we will build different tables like customer table and yeah, and the locations table, and like that we will create different tables, right? And customer addresses, if we have different addresses will be there. And for address, maintaining the addresses, will have a different table. Like that we'll maintain a different tables. But as it is a Microsoft inbuilt business applications product, for each module there are set of predefined tables exists. Okay, if we take a marketing module, there are tables like lead, customer, means within the customer there is a contact and the account. Okay, and there are other tables like marketing campaign. Like this, there are set of tables which will predefined exist. So based on the customer requirement, before we need to see how we can use the existing tables. Okay. So when we are creating for any project, first we need to create a database model, right? Before going further, first we need to start with the database model. So it's like for it is, as I said before, it contains the predefined database will be there with a inbuilt tables that has given by the Microsoft. So for before designing anything, we need to see like which entities we need to use for which requirement. Let's suppose if we want to maintain all the customer data in our system, so we no need to go and create a new table called customer, and we no need to go and create a fields called customer name, okay, customer email, customer phone number, customer address. Like that we no need to create all the tables or fields. Okay, because all these things, the basic things, will be available inbuilt within the application. Okay, those things anyway we will see once I started showing the application. So like at any time while creating the database, we need to keep it in mind that we need to use the existing tables before going into the custom tables. And as I said, all these are relational database management system. Okay, there are some predefined relationships will be there for between any table, any of the database table. Like we know that within the RDBMS we have different relationships will be there, right? 1:n relationship, n:1 relationship, n:n, like one to many, many to one, many to many. These different relationships which can be exist between any of the database tables. Same way within the Microsoft Dynamic tables as well, there are predefined relationships there. If you still want any custom relationships, we can create by ourselves. And within this 1:n relationship, there can be primary key and foreign key will be there. And all these are kind of basic database concepts and all whatever it is there for general relational database models. Those concepts will apply here as well. So there is not much difference with respect to the database modeling between 1:n, n:1, and all these things. So it remains same. And one more beauty about this database, CRM database, is like it's having a security layer on top of the database. Okay, let's suppose I'm the admin. Okay, I have the full privilege to see the entire data. So as I am the admin, I have the privilege to see all the users' data. So I no need to, but if we see the in the real time for the end users, we will not give the admin privilege to everyone. Only will give few privileges to specific set of people. Those who are, if we take the our Dynamics modules, okay, there is a marketing module will be there. There is a marketing guy who is majorly working with the customers to explain about the products and creating the leads. There are some certain terminologies I'll use. Okay, definitely I'll explain what is that terminology means. Let's suppose within the dynamics we need to understand the terminologies like what is meant by customer, what is meant by contact, and what is meant by lead. All those things while explaining itself, I'll explain. Don't worry about that. If you still have any questions, you can raise that questions so that I can answer. Okay. So yeah, so as I said, the security modeling means the marketing guy is there. Okay, he don't need to see the like all the data, right? Let's all. So
Yes, sir.
hello, hello.
Can't hear you, sir, actually.
You can't able to hear me?
No, now it's clear, actually.
Okay,
Since
okay,
the since the terminologies, like you told us, right? For lead, there'll be different terminology. For marketing, there'll be different terminology. From there, I
okay,
think, I didn't heard actually. I don't know about the others.
okay, okay, okay. Fine, fine, fine. Yeah, maybe I can repeat it. No problem.
Yes.
Yeah. As I said, the database on the database tables, there is a security layer will be there. Okay, so by using that security layer, all the users who are part of that particular application cannot access all the data. Okay, based on their particular user security privileges, they can only able to access the specific data. Okay, I definitely I tell you how the security modeling will be there within the Microsoft Dynamics. If we take any organization, okay, if it's split across different geographies, okay, we'll within the Dynamics we'll call it as business units. and under that the users will come. Okay, if we take all these things as a different business units, India, Europe, North America, Latin America, Middle East, like that, if we consider as a different business units, if I am part of India business unit, if one user is part of India business unit, he can able to see the data only related to India. He cannot able to see the other regions. Okay, so if it is an organizational level user, definitely he should able to see. Let's suppose if there is a heads will be there, right? Who needs to access all the global heads will be there. And those people should able to access entire organization data. But if there are any region specific users will be there, they should able to access only particular regional data. So for that reason, Microsoft Dynamics will provide the very good security mechanism, so that accordingly, based on their specific privilege, they should able to access only their specific data. Within the India also, let's suppose if there are 100 marketing users out there, okay, they should able to see the data that they have created, and but the other marketing people, what other people have created also, they should not able to see. For in that scenario also, it can be controlled within the CRM, like what are the leads data which I have created within the CRM. I can able to see only my data, not the other marketing people data. Okay, that level of security mechanism also can be handled within the CRM. As I keep talking about the lead, what is meant by lead? Okay, if we take a marketing module, the lead means, let's suppose if we take one basic example, like one banking, one person, marketing person, he is trying to like trying to explain about the credit cards. Okay, he went to some shopping mall or somewhere, and he trying to speak with the people to get the credit card of particular bank. Okay, let's suppose he speaks with 100 people. Okay, out of that, maybe the 30 people has turned up, they were only, these people have to get their details, right? Their phone number, email address, and whether they are interested to take the credit card or not. Okay, so for out of, let's suppose in a day he speaks with 100 people. Out of that 100 people, he could able to get the data of 30 people, those who may take. Like, it's not like they're already taking or they're ready to take, but while he's speaking, it's like he could able to get the details, like those people have shown some kind of basic interest to listen about that particular credit card. The 30 person's details, what that particular marketing people will do is like all those 30, those will be the leads for this particular company. Okay, let's suppose if we take any bank, by using that particular marketing guy, he could able to get the 30 leads. We'll call it as a leads. Okay, what that guy will do, so they will come to CRM, and then they will enter all the details. Let's suppose all the 30 people details will be entered into the CRM, their mail address, phone number, and it will get created in CRM. What will happen? There will be a different team. Okay, some back office team or call center team will be there. What they will do, they will call that persons again, maybe after a 1 day or 2 day. What they will do is like we understood that you have shown interest on our credit cards, so that's the reason we call you. So like when we are going to take, or shall we process for the documentation to process your credit card, like that, some call center people will keep calling us, right? How they will call us? Like, because somewhere we have given our details to someone, either in some shopping mall or somewhere we have given the details. So all those details they will capture as a leads in the particular CRM. Okay, out of the 30 leads, okay, maybe only maybe 5 people are finally taking the product. Okay, other 25 might not be taken, but all those details will be maintained within the CRM to further process. Like it's not like we can directly get the 5 people who are interested to take the product. After doing lot of marketing process only, they will finally find the actual customers. Okay, because but they need to maintain all the people's details as a leads. Okay, so within the CRM itself, there is a lead qualification process will be there. Okay, so when we are seeing the CRM screen, we'll see that how the lead screen will look like, and what are the different details they will capture, and how the lead can be processed further based on what informations they captured from the customers. Okay, all those things will be there available within the CRM modules. So you guys have, I hope you guys have understood what the lead means. So similar way, the customer, yeah. So that is about the lead. And coming to the customer, okay, what is meant by customer? As I said in an example, the customer means the person, right? In that case, that is a contact. We'll call it as within the CRM, we'll call it as a contact. Customer means either contact or an account. Means sometimes the contact, the customer might not be a person. It can be an organization. Okay, let's suppose if the same credit card company, like the same banking company, instead of selling a credit card to a specific person, they have a tie-up with entire organization. Let's suppose some software company XYZ is building a contract with particular company to offer the kind of savings accounts, not the credit card, but the savings accounts to all their new employees which they have joined in this month. Okay, so for them, this is a kind of, in that case, their customer is specific organization, not the specific person. So in that case, the customer can, in that case, what we call it as the customers can be the contact or the accounts. So these are the basic things we are needed within the CRM, because why it is needed is like customer. Basically, the customer relation, this customer engagement module will deal with the customers only, right? It's like this anywhere this information will be kind of, we need to capture. We'll call it as a kind of master data. All the contacts information or the accounts information will be maintained within the CRM as a master data, so that whatever the transactions or interactions we'll do with these customers only. So like under this account, as I said, we have, if you talk about technically, under that one company, there can be n number of contacts will be there. If we take in some XYZ organization, software company is there, and like this bank, he had a tie-up with that particular company to create a savings accounts for them. So for that particular company, again under that company, they need to maintain the all the employee details, right? To whom they are offering the savings accounts. All those details they will maintain as a contacts, and but they will link it to the one account. XYZ company, they will link all those contacts, because all those employees are belongs to that particular account, so that they can easily track it, right? Like under that particular company, how many contacts we have, how many contacts having the savings accounts from particular company. So that will be helpful for the reporting purpose. Okay, they can easily track it, all those things. So, and the main beauty of this CRM is about, it's like we can track it from end to end. As I said before, it's like I told you, like 30 leads we have loaded in CRM. Finally, the 5 customers have taken the credit card. Okay, but there is a process, right? Finally, if we see the customers, 5 customers, from which marketing guide the 5 customers got created, and based on which marketing module that customers got created. Let's suppose if we take some the location. Okay, if we take within the India, there are different locations. Okay, from Hyderabad, there are 5 customers got created. Within the Hyderabad, maybe in some mall, maybe in like let's suppose if we take some in orbit mall, they have some there are more people which they are interested to take the credit cards in that particular. Let's suppose if they did the marketing, there are 100 marketing people are doing the campaigning within the different locations within the Hyderabad. Okay, one guy is doing the credit card campaigning at in orbit mall, another guy is doing it some forum mall, like that. They are doing the campaigning at different places, and at the finally all the from different customers they got the details, and finally they have few people have taken the credit cards, so they are the final customers for this particular bank. So at the end they want to track it, like where is the location where more number of people have taken the credit cards. Okay, all those details they can be easily captured because we are following the specific process, right? We are maintaining all the leads information, and we are qualifying those leads, and at the end if we take all the final customers, we have all the relationship we are maintaining with the tables, and when we are particular lead has created, and which location that particular lead has created, and all those things as we are capturing, we can easily get that information, so that for this company this will be more helpful, so that next time instead of putting a single guy in that particular, suppose if we out of 100 locations within the Hyderabad, they will identify the top 10 locations where they can get the more business. Okay, instead of putting a single guy there, what they will do, they will put some kind of one outlet, their bank outlet, they will directly put, and maybe they will put 3-4 people, and then they will arrange a kind of some big they will put some cutouts and all, and they will do some big campaigning there, so that they can get the more business. That's the because as they are maintaining the CRM system, that's where they got that advantage. Like otherwise they don't know, right, where they are getting the more business and where they need to put more focus on. All those things definitely they don't know that. But it's like that's not what CRM is showing that, but they need to use the CRM in that way. Okay, so that that will be helpful for their business. So anyway, they have the strategy, right? Before implementing the CRM, for the business people, they should have some strategy, like how they need to use this CRM. They should have some specific requirements, like they want to know from which location they are getting the more business. All those things anyway, as any company, they have that all the thoughts, but they need some tool, right, to show all the data, or like they can't do it by themselves, right? They can't put it in some Excel, and they can't do all those things, because the CRM will provide that facility to capture that information, so that they can use that all their data to increase their business. So this is one good example for the usage of the CRM. Like any business, like what they will think, like at the end, if they are putting some X amount for building this application, so what they are getting out of it, okay, return of investment, we'll call it, right, ROA. We'll call it as return of investment. Let's suppose if they are putting some X amount before this implementing this application, how much revenue they are generating. But after implementing this application, is there any revenue increase? So definitely that is where any organization will see, right? So by using the CRM, those are the benefits, and at the same time it will increase their employees' productivity as well, right? So instead of keep maintaining in some books or somewhere, they can maintain within the CRM, and they can track it or access from anywhere. Even Microsoft Dynamics CRM having the capability to integrate with the mobile applications as well. Okay, so within the CRM itself, they'll provide some mobile apps or as I said, with Power Apps and all, so that they can capture the information when they are outside of the organization as well. It's not like whenever they are interacting with some customer, they no need to fill those details in some book or somewhere. Okay, they can open the mobile app and whenever they are directly talking with the customer itself, they can load that information within the mobile app itself, so that will come back and load it within the CRM. Okay, so that can be used for further processing. So this mobile app integration can also be done within the CRM itself. And yeah, they can conduct the campaigns as well. It's like um, within the CRM, like campaigns in the sense, it's like they can be different kinds of campaigns, right? It can be either kind of some email campaigns they conduct. Let's suppose email campaigns in this scenario which we can use is like let's suppose I have earlier we sold some product to one customer. Let's suppose if we take one bank, earlier they told some credit cards to that particular customer. Okay, later point of time, like the bank has introduced some new product or service offering. Let's suppose some savings or they introduced some financial product, some wealth building product that will be for retirement needs or for the children's education. Like that, they have some savings product they have introduced. Okay, they have to definitely market that product to the customers, right? So what any company will do, right? It's like first they will try to reach to the existing customers, because those who are having the savings accounts in their bank and those who have the credit cards in their bank, first they will reach that, because there is a more possibility that they can take that product because they are already the customers of that particular bank. Okay, so for that they can't go and send an email to each customer, right? Because there are thousands or lakhs of customers will be there for any bank or any organization. So they can't send an email to each and every person about the product. What they will do is like they can create a kind of campaign. Okay, um, or let's suppose for that particular new product, if they are arranging some kind of webinar kind of thing, their introduction session they are conducting for half an hour on a weekend. Okay, to explain about the new product. So for that, they can send all the meeting invite details. Generally, we used to get through our personal emails, right? There is a half an hour session on particular day about the new product. If those who are interested, they can join and they can understand about the particular product. So in that way, they can create a email template. Okay, they can design within the CRM itself. There are features to create an email template. So they can create a beautiful template with all the images or with all the content and meeting links and all, and they can select a list of customers. If they want to send an email campaign to that specific region, maybe South India region, if they want to send a campaign, okay, what they will do, like anyway they have the hierarchy, right? They can select the South India region as customers, and then they can send an email, so that for all the South Indian customers, so the email will go. Like like in that way they can conduct some campaigns, email campaigns, and if they want to conduct like SMS, if they want to send it, even within the Dynamics itself, they can be integrated with some SMS gateways, so that it will send the messages to the all the customers. So that is having those are the capabilities which Dynamics product will contain. And yeah, within the marketing module itself, there are, yeah, anyway we will discuss in detail what are the different features which are available within the marketing module and how those things will work. Okay, so within that emails, let's suppose if we have sent an email to some 10,000 people. Okay, so in that we'll send the registration link, right? In that registration, again all the registration data will come back and store it within the CRM. they will, upon clicking on that link, it will open some web page, and they will fill all the details. They fill all the details again. That will come back and load it in CRM. And these again, these people will can call back to that persons, and then they can arrange the session with that particular persons. So that is the advantage of conducting these marketing campaigns. So within the CRM itself, so they can conduct the campaigns. Yeah. So this is about on high level introduction about the CRM and the basic uses, how it can be used in the real time. I have given an example most in a banking and some marketing way of examples I have given. Yeah, definitely there are many use cases related to different sectors or different organizations. Any industry can be used this CRM application. It's not only related to any any industry, those who deal with because for any, either healthcare or mm, like FMCG or any industry, without having this marketing, sales, customer service, so these modules, no organization will be there. Any organization used, but it can be customized based on their organization. So it will work. Yeah. So yeah, we can continue this marketing module in detail. As I said, like lead, customer, and marketing line module. Maybe I'll open the CRM and I'll show these things to you so that you'll get better understanding. So that it's like along with marketing campaigns, what all the different things are there, and how the lead qualification process. I told you, right, how the lead qualification process will be there. All those things I'll show it in CRM tomorrow. Maybe you can go and create some 30-day trial. Okay, Dynamics 365 30-day trial will be set it in online. We can create with customer engagement modules. You can create that yourself, and maybe tomorrow I'll show it in within the screen sharing itself. I'll show you that trial version, and then within that I'll show you whatever we discussed today. Those things, so I'll show it within the CRM. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it from my end for today. If you have any specific questions or something, which we can discuss. Anyone having any questions?
No questions at all.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If no one has any questions, so we can wind up for today. And we can connect tomorrow. Tomorrow morning we will connect at 8 a.m. Yeah, because 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. I think that should be the right time, because it's like evening time mostly. I'm not sure, because sometime my work might get extended. So that's the reason. Morning 8 to 9 a.m. We can connect from tomorrow.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye. Good.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you so much.